Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 27th of July and today we have to see 10 important questions with lots of explanation. So be attentive and be focused till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join me on Telegram by writing the channel's name like this. Thereon, you will recognize the channel with this logo. And if you are finding these videos useful, don't forget to like the video and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Let's move ahead, but first we will see a question. Everyone has to try to answer this question in the comment section. The question is, Yonghyo 1, which is a Mars exploration space probe, was launched by. These are the options. Read the options carefully, then answer it in the comment section. And last day on Instagram, we have seen a question which was Seth blight disease is a. So it was a fungal disease, and this Seth blight disease mainly affects rice. So such questions are being posted on Instagram on daily basis. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the channel's username, the Students Point there. Follow us on Instagram as well. And last day I came to know about a novel feature on Telegram. This is a feature. We can post questions like this and you guys can answer the correct answers by tapping on these options. I came to know about this feature only last day, so we will try to use this feature in the next coming test for the month of August. We will upload and post some questions on the Telegram premium group like this, and you guys will answer. It will also try to help you to recall what facts you have studied in the entire month. So this was the questions we have posted, the two questions we have posted last day. For instance, this was a question on Kigali agreement. 72% has marked this option as correct, 54% as this, 36% as this. However, all these three statements are correct, and when you will tap on the correct option, for instance here B is the right answer, so when you will press the correct option, a celebration like appearance will be there which will show that your answer is correct. So we will try to use this feature. And one more very important thing, if someone has some genuine financial issue but want desperately to join the monthly kind affairs test series, then let me know via mail. The mail I have provided already, that is pointstudent2020@gmail.com. But don't misuse this opportunity. I would love to hear from those who have some genuine financial issues but not misuse this opportunity, otherwise it will make it very difficult for me to sustain the channel. So I would expect that show honesty from your part so that this initiative may work successfully, and don't misuse this opportunity. Let's benefit those who genuinely need it, and let's fix this number to 5. We can provide 5 aspirants this seat who are genuinely aspiring to enroll yourself in this monthly kind of test series but are unable to join because of some financial reasons. So let's begin this novel initiative with 5 aspirants, but these 5 aspirants must be very much sincere in their studies, and if they have some genuine issues, then only they let me know in the mail. I will add them into the premium group, but I would expect that if you are capable enough, then don't use or misuse this initiative. Let this initiative work properly. And those who are unaware of this initiative, let me tell you that we organize monthly kind affairs test series every month. The test series is organized for 7 subjects and it includes all the important topics which were in news in that month. And we not only try to cover that current affairs questions only, but we do lot of research and studies on that topic and all other related topics, so that the topics and all the related information can be covered in a very comprehensive manner. And if examiner asks questions from any side, not only from that topic but from any related topic, you may be in a position to solve those questions very easily. So it will be organized for polity, economy, international news, science and technology, environment, history and culture, and other topics will be covered in miscellaneous. While there are 3 subscription plans for this initiative, the first one is for 1 month, that is for ₹79. The second one is for 3-month plan, which will cost ₹219 only. The third one is for 6 month, which will cost rupees only 420. You can choose either of the plan. I will provide the link of the subscription in the comment section as well as in the description box. Tap on the link and subscribe to any of the plan of your own choice. Don't let this opportunity, don't miss this golden opportunity. This test series will play a very crucial role in your selection. Let's move ahead now. The first question. Kumbh Sashaktikarn program was launched in. So it was launched in the year of 2018. So here C is the right answer. And it is an initiative of Khadi and Village Industries Commission for empowerment of potters community in the remotest of locations in the country. The program provides following support to potters. They provide training for advanced pottery products, and they provide latest new technology pottery equipments like electric chuck and market linkage and visibility through KVIC exhibitions. And it was in news because Union Home Minister has distributed 100 electric potter wheels to 100 trained artisans from Gandhinagar under Kumhar Sashakti-karan Yojana. Next question now. Operation Legend in news recently is associated with, so it is associated with United States of America. So here B is the right answer. And Operation Legend is a federal law enforcement operation in United States initiated by the administration of President Trump. The operation was named after 4-year-old legend Taliaferro, who was shot and killed in Kansas City in Missouri on 29th of June 2020. And that is why this operation has been named as Operation Legend. And it was implemented after President Trump began deploying federal law enforcement agents to help the local police to crack down on the violent crime in the wake of George Floyd deaths. Next question now. World-class state-of-art honey testing laboratory has been inaugurated in, so it has been inaugurated in Gujarat, and it has been inaugurated by Union Agriculture Minister at Anand in Gujarat. The laboratory has been established by National Dairy Development Board in Anand with the support of National Bee Board. This laboratory will help for quality production of honey and its export to other countries, while Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, in short called as FSSAI, has now notified new standards of honey, bee wax and royal jelly. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Swami Investment Fund. It has been formed to complete construction of a stalled, RERA registered, affordable and mid-income category housing projects which are stuck due to paucity of funds. This statement is correct. And SBI Capital Market Limited, in short called as SBI Cap, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of SBI Capital Market, is the investment manager of this fund. This statement is also correct. So SBI Cap will be the investor management of Swami Investment Fund. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And the fund has a target corpus of rupees 12,500 crore with a green shoe option of rupees 12,500 crore. The sponsor of the fund is Secretary of Department of Economic Affairs of Ministry of Finance. It was in news because Union Finance Minister has reviewed the performance of a special window for affordable and mid-income housing initiative, and this fund has so far approved 81 projects with an investment of rupees 8,767 crore. Next question now. Amala Shankar, who died away recently, was associated with, so Amal Shankar was associated with dance. So here B is the right answer. And Amala was wife of legendary dancer and choreographer Uday Shankar and sister-in-law of sister Maestro Pandit Ravi Shankar. She also acted in the film Kalpana in 1948, which was written and directed by her husband Uday Shankar, and she was awarded Bang Bhushan or Bang Vibhushan by the West Bengal government in 2011 for her contribution in the field of arts. Next question now. World Population Projection, which is a new study, has been published in the Lancet. The Lancet is a journal, very famous journal in world, in which very research are published. And this World Population Projection has been published in the Lancet by University of Washington of US. So let's consider the following statements about this World Population Projection. The world population will peak at 9.73 billion in 2064. This statement is correct. And this peak is 36 years earlier than 11 billion peak projected for 2100 by last year's UN report World Population Projects. This is also correct. So world is going to see a population burst, and it will reach to more than 11 billion population, not by 2100 but by year 2064 itself. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And the 5 countries which will have the largest population by end of 2100 are India, Nigeria, China, US and Pakistan. I repeat these 5 names once again: India, Nigeria, China, US and Pakistan. While the global total fertility rate is predicted to steadily decline from 2.37 in 2017 to 1.66 in 2100. Some key findings for India. These were the estimates. The report projected a peak population of 1.6 billion in 2048, up from 1.38 billion in 2017. And by 2100, the population is expected to decline by 32% to 1.09 billion. So India will see population decline after 2050, and it will ultimately reduce to 1.09 billion by 2100. And there will be a steep decline in total fertility rate until 2040. It will reach to 1.29 in 2100. And the number of working age adults in India is projected to fall from around 748 million in at present, that was in 2017, to around 578 million in 2100. So our working age population aged between 20 to 64 are expected to decrease to 57.8 crore. However, even at that figure, it will be highest and largest in the world. And from 2017 to 2100, India is projected to rise to the third largest GDP in the world. At present, India is seventh largest GDP, but by 2100, India will emerge as the third largest GDP in the world. And India is also projected to have the second largest net immigration in 2100. Next question now, consider the following statements about elections to the Panchayat. Article 243K deals with the elections to the Panchayat. This statement is correct. And the superintendent's direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls. 4. And the conduct of all elections to the Panchayats shall be vested in a state election commission. See, here the term is a state election commission and not election commission of India. So here this statement is correct. Had this word been replaced by election commission of India, then this statement would have been wrong. But since here a state election commission is written, this statement is correct, because the responsibility of election commission of India is to superintend, direct and control the elections of central level as well as the state level, also the elections of president, vice president. But election commission of India has nothing to do with the elections of panchayat and urban local bodies. It is solely under the superintendence of a state election commission. So here both of these statements are correct, so C is the right answer. And few days back we have followed the news that in Andhra Pradesh government has passed an ordinance to tweak and reduce the tenure of a state election commission. So this question is in context of that news only, and we have to see some details. Subject to the provisions of any law made by a state legislature, the condition of service and tenure of a state election commissioner shall be such as governor may by rule determine. So service conditions of a state election commissioner are determined by governor by rule. However, these are subject to any provisions or law passed by a state legislature. However, any law passed by a state legislature will also be subject to that a state election commissioner shall not be removed from his office except in like manner and on the like ground as judge of a high court. However, Andhra Pradesh government tried to tweak this by passing an ordinance called as Andhra Pradesh Panchayati Raj Second Amendment Ordinance 2020. It tried to reduce the tenure from 5 years to 3 years, which was against this provision that don't allow them to be removed from their office except in like manner and on like grounds as a judge of High Court. So when this matter was referred to the High Court of the state, the High Court of Andhra Pradesh struck down this ordinance, and now governor has issued an advisory to state government to take steps for reinstatement of Nimagada Ramesh Kumar as a state election commissioner as per the May 29, 2020 High Court judgment, because he had to leave the post after the reduction in tenure. So now again he will be reinstated to this post. Next question now, Article 36 of which convention provides for consular access? So it is Article 36 of Vienna Convention which provides consular access. See, Article 36 of Vienna Convention provides that the host country has to notify foreign embassy or consulate if any nation or if any national from that country is detained or arrested. So here the host country is Pakistan, and In case Pakistan has arrested Kulbhushan Jadhav, it was the responsibility of Pakistan to notify the Indian Foreign Embassy or Indian Consulate located in Pakistan that that person or Indian national has been arrested or detained. But Pakistan failed to do so. It also states that the arrested national has the right to regular consultation with their consulate's officials during their detention and trial. And it was in news because India has demanded a meaningful and credible consular access to Jadhav under the rules of Vienna Convention on the Consular Relations of 1963. What is a consul? See, a consul who is not a diplomat is a representative of a foreign state in a country. So, if a consulate is located in Pakistan for India, so a consul located in Indian consulate in Pakistan will be representative of India in that country, and it will work for the interest of Indians located in Pakistan. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like it and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question now. Kurma app has been developed by. So this app has been developed by Wildlife Conservation Society India in association with Indian Turtle Conservation Action Network and Turtle Survival Alliance India. So all these three organizations collaborated to develop this Kurma app. This Kurma app will cover 29 species of freshwater turtles and tortoise of India. It provides users a database to identify and species and the location of nearest rescue center for turtles across the country. Next and last question now. Kargil Vijay Divas was observed on, so it was observed on 26th of July, and on this day in the year of 1999, Operation Vijay came to an end and India emerged victorious in Kargil war. There was one more Operation Vijay which was launched in the year of 1961 that liberated Goa and Daman and Diu. So do like and share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon, wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.